so much for joining us, everybody. One final time this regular season. As always, joined by Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott as we get ready to put a bow on what has been an outstanding 18 weeks of football.
And for 14 lucky teams across the NFL, Kate, this isn't the end for them. This is their last chance to tune-up before they play on into the postseason chasing that Super Bowl ring. But for the other 18, this is it. Their final chapter. Their final chapter in a story to take the field until September rolls around again. And for some, frankly, well, this might be the last time they ever put the pads on. So leave everything you got out there and do everything in your power to go get that win in this final week.
Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm won his second Comeback Player of the Year award last year with a career-best season. Now in year 6 here in the NFL, it's Joe Burrow.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from this performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game. You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, count on those being efficient and effective.
And that will not be enough for a first down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slang. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. This connects with Higgins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
All set to go now from the 35.
11 mighty.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. He picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up 2nd down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Burrow on the play action. Catch made by Chase Brown. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Burrow throwing here, 3rd and 2. He has the first over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. We have a timeout now for somebody shaken up on the previous play, and as they work on him, his teammates hoping this doesn't keep him out of the postseason. They have another 1st and 10 on this opening drive. This one from the opposing 40.
Gun.
Brown on the inside give. And that's good for a gain of 5. Stopped by the 5th overall pick in this year's draft. That was Mason Graham.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
11.
Give on 2nd, it's Brown. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Right, 80.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. And this opening drive set it for 4th down. That's incomplete. Defender there to knock it away. And I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like it attacking the pass, not just playing the defense, but go and knock the ball away.
He finds him beyond the marker. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Look at that, no worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive. Burrow now on 1st down. Dump off caught by his back. Breaks the tackle. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
11 mighty.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And the Browns get there and take him down. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the set.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
On 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. McPherson's kick is good. Our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
All in all, Kate, I call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. And here come the Browns on offense, ready for their opening drive. And they're brought out by the rookie who was the talk of the NFL draft, Brock. First-round hype, but didn't go until the 5th round. It's Shedeur Sanders.
You know, Kate, his NFL career didn't get off to the ideal start through the draft process and obviously falling to the 5th round. But seeing him in person a couple times in Colorado, I'll tell you this, he is tough and he is accurate. And those are 2 attributes that every NFL team wants in their quarterback.
Unlock line.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. So call this a modest game here, Brock. About 3 yards, 2nd down coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Come on. Hey! 70, get my wolf.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. He gets this to Harold Fanning Jr., complete. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Ready.
They'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Running it after the penalty. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And he's caught. It's the South Carolina rookie. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. So 3rd and 16, no problem for him as they get the first.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Crack all 80. Let's go.
From the gun, Judkins. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Another game to Judkins. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This kid's down inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a Browns first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
On first down, here's Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Go sweep. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready.
On the ground, this is Damian Martinez. And he's in! It's a Cleveland touchdown! The Browns pull ahead 6-3 in the first. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Here's Trujillo to kick it away. On the return, here's Jones. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back now, pressure coming. Setting up the running back screen. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Quick on the draw here. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. And it's Carson Schlesinger who got over there for the stop.
It'll be this group's job, watching the film, to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big game.
And he's hauled down there for the sack on the final play of quarter number 1. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. 7-3 is our score. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. And on 4th down, they're about ready to punt. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Browns and quarterback Shedeur Sanders ready to get back to work. And he's in position to lead the NFL in passing touchdowns this season. Trying to find his tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Ready, break.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick. Let's go now. Purple 80. 19 Riot. Let's go.
Throwing again here, Sanders. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
And 10 yards to go.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
77, 7 Pirates. Dragon 60. 19 sight. 19
To the air on 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. So he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2.
Warriors 70. Cowboy 80. Go.
Sanders going to throw on 4th. It's caught. Fannin has it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now Martinez. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
There's a give to Martinez. And he takes it ahead for a healthy 7 yards. It's third down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive.
Here we go. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Trap 60, trap 60.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
70, Hawk 7.
They'll go. It's Sanders. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
11.
Off the play fake. Burrow. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And they're on it quickly there after that catch, so the gain's going to be to the 34-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
12.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
180. 180. 180.
Burrow from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
3rd down and 4.
Big 13.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. To throw again, it's Burrow. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8.
I feel so bad, I really do, and I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
It's a gain of 3 for him, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play.
Here we go.
It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And he's going to have him a 1st and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
13 yards on the play. That's another Bengals 1st down. 1st and goal.
Brown has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
11.
Go to him again. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown. The Bengals take a 2nd quarter lead. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
One after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals push their lead to 3.
Round 7.
McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Browns and quarterback Shedeur Sanders ready to get back to work. And he's one final strong week away from finishing as the NFL's leader in passing yards for this season. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 1976.
Here's Martinez. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Ready.
Sanders setting the pass. It's him on the end route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
For 1st down from the 41. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. One pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusting tight end.
Running is Martinez. Rolling into enemy territory. And this is going to be down to, it looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We better know power.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. That's Perry on the catch. And he's bottled up the line on the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Come on. Set.
To the air, Sanders. It's complete over the middle. Ooh, and that was close, but they're going to have to get this on 3rd down now. Lead us to the 27. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Now on with Martinez. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get some late points and the lead. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. Samaje Perine on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Coach Zach Taylor getting his Bengals out there for their next drive. And normally they'd need this out, Brock, but facing such a small deficit, good chance they try to get a field goal here before the break. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Here we go.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. Burrow out of the shotgun. Taken in by Chase, left side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Cincinnati uses its second timeout.
And the Bengals first down.
First down, Burrow to throw. Catch made underneath by the back. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. Second and 3 now.
Here we go.
At the 43-yard line.
Right 80.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
Brings up third down and 10.
11 empty.
So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. It's January 4th. Are we still within the range we can say Happy New Year? Well, Happy New Year. This is it. Week 18. Everything to play for. Let's roll. Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, the Steelers at home to take on the Ravens in the AFC North. And it's the two-time MVP, Lamar Jackson. He gets this one complete, 6-yard touchdown pass. Next up, it's the rematch of last year's NFC title game, Commanders-Eagles from the Link in Philly. And it's last year's Offensive Player of the Year, Saquon Barkley. Lastly, let's go out to Chicago, the Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. And it's the rookie from Missouri, Luther Burden. He's going to run a deep route, look it in, and he's gone. 75 yards this one goes, the catch and run for the score. This one's all tied at 14 at the half. With that, a look here at the playoff picture in the NFC here in this final week of the regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
On to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Browns and quarterback Shedeur Sanders ready to get back to work. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year is over.
19.
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Here's Judkins on second down. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Browns first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Alert! Alert!
First down.
Deputy!
It's a gain of 10.
Cougar 19!
First down, Browns.
A give left side. Judkins can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
And again, they'll get there to meet him at the line and take him down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Red. 1918, 79 Broncos. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that brings up 4th and long.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
He finds him beyond the marker. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Looking to tack on the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns drive their lead to 11.
Bengals
10. Here's Trujillo to kick it away. On the return, here's Jones. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And he only picked up about 3 yards there before they got to him. It's 2nd down.
out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Burrow to the air now. It is caught left side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They get an even 10 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. All set to go now from the 35. On 1st down, here's Burrow. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Timeout called on the field, so we've got a player shaken up, and at the worst time, too. They just wanted to keep everyone healthy entering the playoffs next week. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks him inside their own 10. The Browns back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this 2nd half.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Shotgun handoff here for Junkins. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Another one for Junkins. And how is that for some breathing room, huh, Brock? Gets him away from the goal line up to the 20. 12 yards on that play and a good call. Nets him the first.
And the Browns, first down.
Let's go.
Gain of 12. First
And
down.
to give, here's Junkins. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Second and 9.
Handoff now to Junkins. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Demetrius Knight.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker, and that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Connects on the crosser. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. A big completion for the rookie out of Colorado. It gets his guys a first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he puts some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very clean play.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
He takes it down to the 33. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down. And one of the NFL's longest standing records stands no longer. He's crossed 2,105 yards rushing and officially supplanted Eric Dickerson with the greatest single season running the football this league has ever seen. Incredible. Congratulations.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the gun, Jenkins. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire, getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Another game to Junkins. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
A gain of 24 yards. And the Browns, first down. 1st and goal, Cleveland.
Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's the Browns with possession and a fairly comfortable lead as we look ahead to the 4th quarter. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Come on, come on. Set.
Junkins up the middle. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Browns make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Browns push their lead to 18.
Bengals 10.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. On the return, this is Pirine. This makes it up to the 25. Coach Zach Taylor getting his Bengals out there for their next drive. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right, in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And bring the tight end left.
Right 80.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Brought in by Juju. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, that one right there was the ladder. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the quarterback.
And they are all the way into that red zone.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
From the gun, they get to Brown. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get it back to within 2 possessions. So the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Bengals 17.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Browns and this running back headed back out for a new series. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season.
Here we go, here we go.
Judkins running between the tackles. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks. It really creates an indecision now defensively.
2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up
Sanders back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
And the Browns.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Come on, set.
Sanders going to look to throw. Into the hands of Campbell. And they get this down to the 28. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's a Browns first down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job, enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage. I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on second down. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop it, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from him. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. Here's a give to Martinez. And he's across. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns have likely locked up the win right there. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
On the return, this is P-Rod. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
11.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd down, give to Brown. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. This connects with Higgins. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
Burrow now on 1st down. That is caught, and it's Higgins again. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Number 5, T. Higgins. It's a gain of 5.
Burrow from the gun. He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Short pass brought in. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
And the Bengals first down.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. We have a timeout now for somebody shaken up on the previous play, and as they work on him, his teammates hoping this doesn't keep him out of the postseason. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw again, it's Burrow. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Goes to the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
To the air again, it's Burrow. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play.
A gain of 26 yards. That's another Bengals first down.
Burrow on 1st down. Brought in. And he drives this forward to the 6. Offense to the line fast.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Burrow. Makes the catch. And he's tackled for a short gain. So now a timeout for a player who was shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get it back to within 2 possessions. Slant route it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's Judkins. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go.
3rd and 1.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Ready.
To the ground they go with Judkins. He has the 1st down for the Browns, and that should be enough to clinch them this victory. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Ready, ready, go.
Running this is Judkins. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield. Back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 9 here.
Here we go, set.
At the 9-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
One more time with Judkins. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. No run, it's Judkins. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. So the Browns will take this win home with them. Well, Brock, the playoffs didn't materialize for them this year, but at least they were able to rally together here in this final week and close the campaign out with a victory.
Yeah, you know, once those playoffs are out of the picture, your focus really becomes building some hope for next season, ending things on a good note, and getting people excited about your tape and what's to come in the future. And in this win, we certainly saw some of those moments that make me excited to see them chase the playoffs next season.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Browns as we say so long from Cincinnati.